Lamar and Chloe. What's your take on this? I mean, the crack accusations.
I mean, from what I'm hearing, man, Khloe Kardashian is a crackhead's wife. And that's all it boiled down to. She's a crackhead's wife. I just be trying to figure out who the fuck smoked crack in 2013? And how did it get to this point? Like, it's no way Chloe and Lamar spending the kind of time they do with each other. Somebody was neglecting somebody in that situation. Because you just don't become a crackhead overnight, dog. Becoming a crackhead is a process. Like, if somebody in your house is smoking crack, you tend to know pretty fast.
Well, I know people that have been around, who grew up in crackhead families and the such. And I talked to them about this, and the first thing they said is like, Lamar's not a crackhead. I've been around crackheads my whole life. Like, crackheads don't function to the level of Lamar Odom.
Does he smoke crack? If you smoke crack, you're a crackhead, dog. Listen, people at Def Jam will tell you DMX made hit records while still smoking crack. Was going platinum while still smoking crack. Just because you can function don't mean that you're not a crackhead. You can still be a functioning crackhead. If you have an addiction to crack cocaine, guess what? You're a crackhead.
So looking at, because there's some pictures recently that came up on TMZ where, he's back home looking thin. And
he's always been tall and thin. That's all bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to lose 20 pounds in 2 days?
Yeah. No, he's always been tall and thin. I don't buy into that. But I do wholeheartedly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that if he does have some type of problem, some type of addiction, I just don't understand how you start smoking crack in 2013. Like, you see the effects that crack has had on people in our community, so why would you start that? Fuck no new friends, no new fiends, dog. No new fiends.
I mean, one theory is that, that Lamar has been cheating on Chloe a lot. All these girls are coming forward. In fact, we just interviewed this girl Mila yesterday. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I heard
the sex tape with the Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
I mean, with the
Chris Humphries.
Yeah, the Chris Humphries looking guy. Whatever.
Yeah.
She was. She said that on 2 separate occasions, Lamar had tried to holler at her while he was still married. And we talked about the theory out there that the Kardashians, who have very close ties to the media and control the media to a certain degree, are bringing up all this crack shit to try to make Chloe look good during the divorce.
I absolutely believe that. I said that on the radio yesterday. And I actually heard that story today, but then I said it on the radio yesterday because it only makes sense. It's like if I'm Kris Jenner and I want to get my daughter out of a situation, but have her come out of a situation clean, to not only where she's getting a divorce, but she's getting sympathy, which could lead to more money, because then I can write a book, and I can bring her on my talk show and have the first interview with her on there crying and how she tried to keep their marriage together and talk about the pains of being with an NBA player. Then the NBA player is cheating on her and using drugs. Oh, man. You make her look like the freaking, she gets the sympathy vote. Once you become the victim, you get paid. So that's all they're trying to do. Let's make Chloe the victim.
Right.
So she can get this sympathy and get this money. And not only that, Lamar will never be able to do anything ever again. He's done out here. Buried. NBA ain't gonna pick him up. He got the personality of a fucking cereal box. So it's like, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Done. Bye. Another Kardashian man eating up and spitting out. Left for dead.
Seems a bit dangerous to marry into that clan.
It's very beneficial and very dangerous. But my whole thing with the Kardashians is this, man. What's real and what's not? When you're dealing with them, where is the line between reality and fantasy? If one of the Kardashians was to die right now, none of us would believe it.
Would you ever marry a Kardashian?
Maybe for the moment. It'd be hot. You get a lot of media attention for the moment if that's what you're into. If you're into that kind of thing, yeah. But I'm not into that kind of thing. But I could see why somebody would want to marry into that clan. It's like the bright lights. The bright lights will glamorize you. It's like, oh, Hollywood, immediately you're a star when you marry into the Kardashian clan. Everybody wants to know about you. They want to know what you do, where you came from, where you're going, how long y'all been together. You become a star immediately. Give Kris Jenner her 10%, keep it the fuck moving. You can prosper off the situation. But like I said, I think you can really lose yourself in them because what is reality and what is fantasy? If one of the Kardashians was to die right now, we would not believe it, dog. We'd be like, yo, this is for TV. That's hilarious. That definitely was Kanye, Chris Humphrey's last Kardashian supper. You'll never see that again. That's funny. That's hilarious. That's funny.
You like that?
Lord Disick. I like Scott. Scott's probably, I mean, I watched the show. I watched the show for the same reason that, you know, white people probably used to watch Good Times. Watch Good Times and be like, damn, yo, these motherfuckers are so poor and have such bad luck, but they sure are having such fun and a good time. And watch Kardashians and be like, boy, these motherfuckers sure is rich and famous, but they sure is stupid. They sure have a lot of trouble for such a rich family. Like, they hate it. It seems like they don't like their lives. Like, so I watch it. And Scott's a douche. Scott has done the smartest thing by probably not marrying into the clan.
You think he'll ever get married?
I wouldn't if I was him. For what?
To Courtney?
Why? Courtney's I think Courtney's pretty as hell. They got 2 kids together, but, you know, why buy the cow if you can continue to milk it for free?
He's been milking it for quite a while.
Milking it for quite a while. He got two kids out the deal. Courtney's trapped. That's Scott's pussy. You know how certain girls, even if they get a divorce and they go on, even if they're not together, you still look at them and say, that's such and such a pussy. Like when you see Shawnee on there, you say, that's Shaq's pussy. Mm-hmm. That's going to always be Scott's pussy.
I'm competing against not just who's hot right now, or who's trendy right now. I'm competing against the whole canon of music. Like when I think about the greats like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, they still in my top 10. Kendrick Lamar's creeping up into my top 10, but he only put out one official album and a couple mixtapes.
But Drake hit me up and was like, yo, I think people misconstrued in this tweet I just tweeted because he didn't hear about what I did and said about at my release party. He was like, yo, you did rip that song. And he was like, yo, I think he said that line was from an intro on his album or something, so.